Hi, thank you for joining Pioneer. My name is Aaron Pence. I'm from the Norman Central Library. I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today. Well, we've got a maze, but we don't have any way to solve it. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to just trace the outline of the maze on the screen with your hand. So today, we're going to build a traveler character to solve it. First, we should delete our cat. Click on the cat in the sprites menu, then click the little trash can. See ya. We need a sprite that can make it through the maze walls. We need something small and easy to see. Click on the Choose a Sprite button and pick the ball sprite. We should also change the size to 20 by clicking in the size bubble, deleting the number 100, and typing in the number 20 and hitting enter. Cool, now we have a ball, but she doesn't do anything. Let's put her to work. Go get an event block and get started. Click on the code tab here in the top left and go down to the yellow events blocks. Grab a when green flag clicked event and bring it into your scripting area. We're going to use something here that computers are really good at. We've said before that computers aren't good at a lot of things, like sharing a cup of tea, or appreciating a cool poem, or showing you patience and love. But they are really good at a few, and one of those things is checking to see if something is true. Computers use a lot of if statements, like check if the cat is over here, or check if the basketball is near Steven Adams, or see if the ball is on the maze. You will use a lot of if statements in your programming life. And we're going to use them today to get our ball to move. There are a lot of ways to get sprites to move, but this is my favorite. We're going to ask the computer to keep checking over and over again to see if a key is pressed. If it is, we'll ask the ball to move in that direction. If we want something to happen over and over again, we need a forever block. Grab one from the orange control blocks and snap it under the event hat block. That's what will let us keep checking to see if a key is pressed. Now that we have a forever block, we can check to see if a key is pressed. Grab an if-then block from the orange control blocks. Snap it inside the forever block, just like this. If blocks need at least two other blocks. The first block they need is a condition that goes in the hexagon here. That's the thing that it's seeing whether it's true or not. The second block they need is a consequence of the first thing, which goes inside the mouth of the if block. That's the thing that happens when the if is true. So, if we had an if block that said, if hungry, then eat dinner, the hungry condition would be in the hexagon, and the eat dinner consequence would be in the mouth. If the hungry part turned out to be true, then the eat dinner part would happen next. I have that block in my belly all the time. So, we need to get a hexagon shape in the hexagon bubble for our if test, the thing we want to see if it's true. The shape we need is in the light blue sensing blocks. And it's this hexagon that says key space pressed. We're going to see whether a key is pressed, and if it is, we'll make the ball move. Grab the key space pressed block and fit it into the hexagon in the if-then. Notice that you do this by aiming the left edge of the hexagon into the bubble. When the highlight shows up, let it drop. Perfect. Change the space option to read right arrow. We're going to build this part of our controller to work with the right arrow key on your keyboard. Now, we need to make the ball move to the right. Do you remember the X and Y discussion from a few videos ago? Scratch locates any object by giving it two numbers, called coordinates, that position it side to side and up and down. The side-to-side position is along the x-axis, and the up and down position is along the y-axis. Or, another way of thinking about it is, as x gets bigger, the object goes to the right. And as x gets smaller, the object goes to the left. As y gets larger, the object goes up, and as y gets smaller, the object goes down. Well, if we press the right arrow key, we want the object, our ball, to go right. So let's get a motion block that makes x bigger. In the blue motion blocks, you can find a block that says change x by 10. That's just what we want. Snap it into the mouth of the if, right arrow key pressed, then block. I'm also going to change the number inside the bubble to 2, because then it won't move too far to work. Cool. Click the green flag and give it a shot. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that it moves to the right. The bad news is that it doesn't move anywhere else. That's hard stuff. You built your very first if statements. That's something you'll do a lot if you program a computer. Next time, we'll get the controller for the ball to work the entire way. Thanks a lot. See you soon.